So hello and welcome to the 12 noon live, and we'll discuss about a range of things, starting from Vaibhav Sooryavanshi no show in the India A game against Sri Lanka A in Dambulla, whereas there's a bit of update around Hardik Pandya as well. We are still awaiting a fitness update on Rohit Sharma. He's there at the center of excellence. Perhaps he'll go the final checks today before joining the team tomorrow if everything goes well for Rohit Sharma, and what is the Indian ODI side going to do here in Chandigarh before going to Dharamshala? We'll talk about everything. So let's start this show. Vaibhav, all hell has broken loose on social media after Vaibhav Sooryavansh's failure. This is the first time, perhaps, an India A series is being telecast or being hyped about. I'll go to Rohit straight away. Rohit is there in Dambula, and all hell has broken loose on social media around Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. He got out for 14 runs today, and everyone is talking about Vaibhav Sooryavanshi because this is the first time India A match is being televised like this. People have switched on their televisions pretty early on the day, but Vaibhav Sooryavanshi got out early. And everyone is talking about how he has failed to deliver for India A. Rohit, what's the atmosphere there in Dambulla? Have people come there to watch Vaibhav Sooryavanshi play? What is the update there?
So actually, the first thing is, it's a stadium which is not in the vicinity of what you can say in the. So that's one thing. The second most important thing is that this is not a very populated city, as you have traveled Shubhanda all around Sri Lanka. It's not Colombo or maybe a Kandy, where it's the place where people come for, yes, the Sigiriya Hills. Many obviously the foreign tourists visit this place, but not apart from that. And on the other hand, we all know that how popular Kandy is as far as the hill station is concerned. And Colombo, we all know that it's the go-to place for everyone. Everyone lands there. The population-wise, it's a big city, the biggest city. But here, obviously, everyone. If you talk about the police service, you talk about the administration, you talk about the Sri Lankan cricket officials, you talk about the net bowlers, you talk about their players. I got a chance to ask questions to their captain, the Sri Lankan captain, and he said that yes, we are planning. It's not the only one that we are only planning for Vaibhav. The kind of answer we all expect from a captain that we are not only planning for him, but yes, he is very much part of the plans when we are sitting together. We want to know more about this kid, the 15-year-old. So yeah, he started in his typical passion. First ball he cut short a boundary to start with. And after that, at the very start, it was looking like that Prabh was playing on a different wicket and Vaibhav was playing on a completely different wicket. And then suddenly that wonderful catch, it was a brilliant catch to get rid of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. And he was in that similar passion. What we saw in IPL also, he was hesitating to go to the, towards to the dugout. So he was looking very sad. He was looking in disbelief, a certain kind of disbelief there because it was a brilliant catch. Diving forward is always, I remember in childhood days, Andrew Simons used to pick up those kind of catches. And now the kind of catch, and not only his catch, but the Prabh Simran catch was also very important one. Then a brilliant fielding to get rid of Priyan Sharia. There was a slight hesitation between Ruturaj Gaikwad
What
and
happened
Priyan
during
Sharia.
that run out? What exactly happened during that Priyan Sharia and Ruturaj Gaikwad's run out?
So, Rutu just played that ball and Rutu run. And then, when Rutu turned around, the only thing I think which was at fault there from Rutu's end, because they were both of them were at fault. The only thing that Rutu was only watching the ball. He was not watching Priyan Sharia. He didn't watch a single glimpse that what Priyan Sharia is doing. What Arya did wrong is that he took a couple of steps and then he said no to Ruturaj Gaikwad. So he started the second run also, but then he was very sure that no, it won't be a complete run, and then he made sure. But what happened is when he was dragging his boot stuck with the wicket keeper. No, when he was dragging his bat stuck with the wicket keeper's shoe. So that's why Ruturaj Gaikwad made it in, and Priyan Sharia, who was very near to the popping crease, he was not able to complete that. He was not able to touch the popping crease, and that's why it went in the favor of Ruturaj Gaikwad rather Priyan Sharia. But yeah, if you ask me, I think both of them were at fault. Ruturaj Gaikwad to not see his partner, because whenever, it's the golden rule that whenever you see, whenever you turn for the run. You just have to see your partner, and then obviously you have to take an eye on the ball also. But the Priyansh Arya thing was, I think, that he started the run and then he was trying to send back Ruturaj Gaikwad. The voice was very clear because no one is here. It was a loud call, but I think till the time Ruturaj Gaikwad already halfway down as far as that second run. So yeah, means now a very slow going game. The 50 over pace we all know that sometimes it becomes little that why not you are hitting more boundaries because we are coming from a IPL tournament and then obviously we are looking forward to Vaibhav Sooryavanshi also that if he'll stay there then and it's a 60-meter boundary means it's a 60-meter boundary and when yesterday they were just marking the outfield me and a fellow my colleague Laksh we were talking about that यहाँ तो 300 भी मार देगा अगर 50 ओवर खेल लिया तो अकेला ही 300 मार देगा because the ground is big but the boundary roads they have the way they have marked the boundaries are small so yeah we were looking for that but I think the wicket is holding up a little bit it's not the same Dambulla wicket which we used to see in our childhood days I was telling you that Virat Kohli made his ODI debut on this very ground so yeah a lot of memories to this ground I was just saying to Lakshmipati Balaji that how different it is now you toured here in 2004 and now you are here as part of this coaching staff and he was smiling so we were talking about that Tawfiq Umar dismissal he clean bowled him from behind his legs so yeah a lot of memories came when I saw Lakshmipati Balaji in this particular ground but yeah it's a game going on at this point of time Ruturaj Gaikwad it's a perfect game for Ruturaj Gaikwad at this point of time I think if he scores any less than 100 I think he will be hugely disappointed because it's now his game the pace is his the kind of situation he wanted it's completely suits to Ruturaj Gaikwad's batting style so yeah maybe
Tilak
day
Verma
after
is also
tomorrow
with
will
him.
again
I think Tilak Verma is also, I think, batting with him.
yeah Tilak is batting with him there was a drop catch also just when I was just joining this live just before that there was a catch drop by the Sri Lanka sorry there
Interesting
was some
cricket to
network
see.
error so yeah
Yeah,
Tilak and obviously Ruturaj Gaikwad yes Surendra.
and Sri Lanka is not a country where you can go and smash from one two. It's difficult, not difficult, but not your ideal T20I or wide ball condition to bat on. Uh, so yes, hopefully all the batters, Prabhsimran, Priyansharya, Vaibhav, who could not score big runs, they will perhaps understand these conditions a bit better and possibly look to score bigger in the next game. I think they are playing Afghanistan A next. So Afghan spinners will also pose a bit of challenge for them in these conditions. So that's going to be pretty interesting matchup. But Vaibhav, how do you see this social media reacting to Vaibhav dismissal? Already uh, people are commenting on how Sony Liv is trying to milk everything from Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. If you go to their Instagram feed, it is only about Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. On social media, everyone is although Ruturaj Gaikwad, Priyansh Arya, Prabh Simran Singh, Tilak Verma, these guys are also there. But if anyone is talking about India, it has to be Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. So how do you see this hype coming around Vaibhav Sooryavanshi and everyone uh, trying to get selfies, photographs, trying to get some attention from Vaibhav Sooryavanshi?
See, the cricketing world has seen somebody like Vaibhav Sooryavanshi for the first time. Even a Sachin Tendulkar, the great Sachin Tendulkar, made his debut at 16. But for a 15-year-old, he made his IPL debut at 14 and he made his first class debut at 13. That's why you see a Western media also. There was a test match happening between England and New Zealand at Lords, and a photographer spotted a gentleman reading a newspaper where there was at the top it was about England and New Zealand, the test match. At the bottom there was a big headline that Sooryavanshi coming to England, shows coming to England to play. So
In a
that tells
must-watch
you.
show, yes. I
So
think so.
that tells you that it's although he's playing for India here, but already the talk has been ignited in Europe, in UK, that he will be coming to Ireland and England. And similar sort of, if you remember the last Australia trip, similar sort of thing happened to Yashasvi Jaiswal as well, because Yashasvi Jaiswal by that Australia series has achieved so much in Test cricket. He scored so many runs against top opposition that when he came to Australia before the first Test match, it was about Virat, but it was about Yashasvi as well. And Yashasvi then scored a century and then hogged the headlines. But as a 15-year-old, I think Vaibhav Sooryavanshi now, in 1 year now, I think he's pretty much used to making headlines and all that. Just because not that IPL, if you look at after IPL as well, he toured with India A. A lot of times he went to Oman as well with Jitesh Sharma, that team where he scored a century as well in the Rising Asia Cup. So he's been, he's now used to headlines. But what keeps him going? That hunger to do well in every game. That's why even if there is a low score, even if he gets out early, there's always a sense of disappointment in him. Even if he missed. Two centuries or two back-to-back games, the last two IPL matches. So that tells you about the player, that he always wants to improve. There is no outside pressure that is getting into him. A lot of times, youngsters, especially it happens with youngsters, that a lot of youngsters, when they come out of the under-19 school of cricket, then expectations get them down, burden them down. But it is not happening with Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. He's only getting better. Me and Rohit, we were talking about during the under-19 World Cup at the start, that is expectations getting the better of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, because he was unable to perform at the first half of the tournament. But the way he came back in the second half, and the team management was always confident, the under-19 coaching staff. So that tells you that Vaibhav Sooryavanshi has a very strong mind, is a very strong character. He's blocking the outside noise. He's focusing only on his game, and that's what giving him constant results. He's not failing a lot of times. He's succeeding a lot of times. So that is very heartening to see. I think it's about him enjoying his time, because it's his time. When you are in a long run, when you are making a lot of runs, I think you should make most of it. And if he does well in this particular try series, then he will bolster his chances of making an India debut in Ireland or England.
Before I go to Shrishti, Rohit, Ajit Agarkar was also there yesterday. You posted a few photos of him. Did you see him interact with Vaibhav? How are the coaches dealing with Vaibhav? Although Rishikesh Kanitkar and others have worked with Vaibhav before in emerging tours and other A games, but Ajit Agarkar being present there, were there any sort of conversation with Vaibhav?
No, I don't see him having any conversations with Weber, but he was having a lengthy conversation with Rishikesh Kanitkar and then with the other support staff members. So yesterday I did a video around this also, that how Ajit Agarkar's presence in the India A setup, make players feel that how important is this too for not only for the players but also for the selectors, because they are having an keen eye on them. And I told this multiple times during various platforms that if you check the modus operandi of Ajit Agarkar, that's very clear. If you are doing well in India, you will getting a chance as far as the senior India team is concerned. Only Harshit Rana was the only bowler who get a chance as far as India senior team is concerned. Apart from that, if you look at a Gurnoor Brar also, or anyone who's making it who's making big at this point of time, even in Nitish Kumar Reddy, yes.
Reddy also was part.
Yes, even a Nitish Kumar Reddy also. Whoever you talk about, you will see that in last 3 years, the Indian cricket, the way it is operated, it is only from that India A. If you are doing really well in India A, you will get a chance as far as the senior team is concerned. Ruturaj Gaikwad, yes, there was certain kind of in between gap there when he was not selected for that Australia A, when Australia A was traveling to India, because he got a chance there versus England Lions also. Before that, he was captaining the side in Australia and then dropped. So that was really surprised, because Ruturaj had performed really well. But the thing is that, when you talk about domestic cricket and when you talk about India A tours, I think this is something which is part of Ajit Agarkar's planning, that he is coming up with this kind of idea that if you are coming in from the system, like from the age group cricket to the domestic cricket to the Ranji to the India A, and if you are doing really well in these part of in these kind of areas as far as the domestic cricket is concerned, and then the way you are giving priority, you will get your chances. So and for that he is here. Not anyone else, but he himself is there. And Subhanda, you also saw him, in England, in Australia. He was from the very start to the very end. He was there throughout the practice sessions. We saw him in practice sessions also. That when Indian team is starting, he is there. When Indian team is ending the practice session, till the time he was there. And I saw him yesterday having a long conversation with Rishikesh Kanitkar, and it was all about cricket. There was no funny laugh there. There was serious cricketing discussions because of the body language. He was talking something about the bowling, how the arm position can come down, and he was not only staff members also. He was having quite a lengthy discussion around all of this. I'm very sure that he had discussions with the players also, but I haven't see that happening in the ground or in any kind of public area. Maybe in hotel, maybe somewhere inside the dugout. But dugouts, selectors are not allowed. Chairman selector is not allowed in the dressing room. So I don't know. I'm not very sure about that. But maybe in hotel, maybe somewhere else. There was. I think there will be a certain amount of discussions. Yes, Vaibhav had a lengthy discussion with Rishikesh Kanitha just before the game, match day -2. I'm talking about. And on that particular day, he was really focusing on defending. It's a rare sight for us to see Vaibhav Sooryavanshi defend the ball. And the net bowlers were bowling to him, Sri Lankan net bowlers, Sri Lankan spinners were bowling to him, and he was very much focused on how to defend rather than going for each and every shot, each and every time for a shot. So I think there has been certain kind of discussions around him. He is what I can tell you that at this point of time, he is a little fed up with the kind of photos and with the kind of chatter around him. That's the only thing I think, because everyone, and as you rightly said, that there are many here. Ruturaj Gaikwad is not a small name. A Priyan Share or a Prabh Simran Singh, they play for Punjab Kings. The team has did really well. Even both of them did really well. Apart from that, there is a Tilak Verma here. So there are multiple players, but even the net bowlers who know multiple things about cricket and Indian cricketers, they also want one glimpse of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. The super fans, Sri Lanka is famous about the super fans also. So people are here with all their, scrapbooks, with all their multiple photos from Sachin to Virat to everyone. They need just one more autograph. They have that small autograph back with them, and they need just one more autograph, and that's a Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. So from the airport, where people are taking 10 selfies with him. I met one guy showing me the one selfie, two selfie, three, four, five, 10 selfies with Vaibhav Sooryavanshi in airport. So that's where I think that gesture came out, that bhai, please let me go. मेरे को Dambulla भी जाना है यहाँ से. So I think that's what exactly happening with him, and I think I don't want to say that it's new for him, because I know that throughout the IPL, this was the only thing which was happening, from ground to ground, hotel to hotel, airport to airport, but now when he travels to travel around the world with Indian team, and Shubham, the Indian team carry a different kind of aura together, a lot of media attention, foreign media, cameras, a lot of fans, foreign fans. You all know that how foreign fans behave also at certain amount of time. So I think that will be a different kind of experience for him. I'm happy that his parents are also will travel to him. I was hearing that his dad will be here, but I don't think his dad.
Let's see, let's see. This reminds me of that Oval Stadium where I met a 85, 90-year-old man with his scrapbook. It had signatures of Sunil Gavaskar to everyone, to Kapil Dev, to everyone, Virat Kohli, MS Dhoni, everyone. And he just wanted a Shubman Gill signature. And he waited the entire practice session to get his signature on that scrapbook. So, yeah, next one, I'm pretty sure when Vaibhav travels to the UK, there will be many signature collectors, autograph collectors who will be waiting for this young man. But yeah, it's important to protect him, and the onus is on BCCI to protect him from all this extra limelight. The basics, the media responsibility, the broadcast responsibilities, all will be there. But hopefully they will protect him from these extra things which can sometimes irritate or frustrate a player, and he's just a 15-year-old boy. 50, how do you see this match? Prabsimran, Priyansh, Tilak is still batting, but Prabsimran, Priyansh failing to get going. Vaibhav did not go big. How important this series is going to be for all these stars who are already stars in Indian circuit, but to break into the national setup, senior
See,
setup.
I really feel, yeah, I really feel that all these stars who are playing, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Tilak Verma are already in the Indian setup, so there is not much issue. Not Gaikwad, I mean Tilak Verma is already in that Indian setup. Ruturaj Gaikwad is on and off in the Indian team, but apart from that, that Priyansh and Prab, both of them, like, this series is going to be very important, because in IPL also they scored runs. I'm not saying that, but after a point of time they were unable to score runs. And after that, now they are playing the India A series, and with the likes of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, Ishan Kishan, Abhishek Sharma, and Sanju Samson. Obviously, like players like these who are holding up the one, two, three, like the top three position in the T20 eyes. I'll only say, I will not say ODIs and all, but in the T20 eyes, the one, two, three positions are already fixed, almost fixed. And players like Yashasvi Jaiswal, they are not getting chances. Gaikwad is not getting chances. Things like that, so they have to play out of their skin in order to shadow Vaibhav. I know it's not easy to shadow Vaibhav. Nobody can shadow him and things like that. But in order to be into the Indian setup, if not this year, in the next year or in next 2 years, something like that, they both are young, they have time. But in order to be in that particular area, they have to score runs in all the series, In fact, about Vaibhav, if he does not score runs in 1 or 2 matches, nobody's gonna, I don't think nobody's gonna go and question him like why you didn't score and things like that. But as he is already in that particular limelight and in that setup. But when we talk about Prabh, Priyansh, and player like them, in fact Gaikwad also, they have to score runs, because if they won't score runs, already the limelight is on Vaibhav. They will be literally out of the limelight. They already are. I switched on the TV. I'll not lie. I'll be very honest. I switched on the TV to watch Vaibhav's batting, and then the light is not here, so I can't help it. I had to switch off the TV. But anyways, I switched on the TV just to watch Vaibhav's batting. And when he got out, and my parents, my brother were like, "Yeah, theek hai." Look, they were not interested to watch the match. Things like that. That's what he has earned in this little age. I don't remember what I was doing when I was 15. I was getting slapped by my mom about not doing homeworks and things like that. But what he has, yeah, seriously. So what he has achieved in this age, it is a very big thing. And again, the BCCI and the management should protect him from the chaka chaunt kind of things, because those things I don't think are gonna be very very fruitful to him in the future. So it would be better that people leave him a bit alone. You don't go there and just buy one photo and things like that. They will be very much, he was very tired, and his face look was the answer to everyone, like, please guys, leave me alone kind of thing. So leave him alone, let him be, let him take rest and things like that, so that he can perform well. That's all I would like to say about Vaibhav.
Rohit, the Indian ODI team, the senior players have already started to come in Chandigarh. They will train tomorrow in the evening in the old PCA Stadium. Hardik Pandya, we have already reported that he has got his clearance a couple of days back in regards to his full fitness, bowling full overs of quota. You tweeted about Rohit at the Center of Excellence yesterday. Have you got any update on that? As far as I know, he did not complete. He did not get to complete all of his fitness parameters yesterday, but today could be the day where he gets his clearance. Any update on that?
So it was always about the 2 days he has to take. Means one obviously for the normal tests in which you don't have to do much physically, and the machines will take care of each and everything. On the second day, it was also about him batting in the center of excellence. It wasn't only about the tests. It's also about the kind of comfort he faces while, because I remember that there were when I was having a word with some of the people there, they were telling me that there were certain bowlers being called to bowl Rohit Sharma, and he was very sure. Rohit Sharma was very sure this time around also, because last time before going to Australia, he chooses certain kind of bowlers. He was very picky at that point of time also, that I want certain kind of bowlers, I want certain kind of wickets, and I want certain kind of uh, you know I want a certain point of time in the day. Means I'll bat in the morning sessions also, and I'll bat in the evening sessions also. So at that point of time, his practice was very much, what you can say, that he needs certain kind of things there at the center of excellence. So now here also he has called certain kind of bowlers. He had requested to have certain kind of bowlers. So I think it's more about the batting thing where they have to test him. Yesterday he batted, what I came to know, and today will be the similar thing. Today will be when he will have the final say as far as the fitness parameters are concerned and the numbers are concerned. So I think maybe by today evening, or maybe tomorrow morning, I think we will have the update as far as Rohit Sharma is concerned. But I'm not ruling this out, that this can also happen. That he might miss the Afghanistan ODI series. There is I'm not saying that there's a huge chance for that, but I'm saying that, if there is anything they feel like that risking Rohit Sharma for the Afghanistan ODI series, I don't think he will play in the Afghanistan series. He'll directly go to England. Before that, he'll get his fitness things done. But yeah, we have to see what will happen today, because there was certain things happened yesterday, and then obviously there will be certain things happening today also, and then we'll get a final update. So yeah, means I cannot assure at this point of time that Rohit Sharma will 100% get that RTP, the return to play, certificate. There will be certain kind of discussions around him, that are we risking him? Are we making call too early? Is there any chance of an aggravation? Can we at this point of time 100% say that he is completely fit? These are the questions, I think, which Center of Excellence and Rohit Sharma need to ask themselves, and then give that return to play certificate to Rohit Sharma.
Pretty interesting, and we'll keep an eye on Rohit Sharma at the Center of Excellence. For any update, we'll let you know. Vaibhav, which players are you looking forward to in this ODI series? We found a Manav Sutar with his sensational debut in the Test match, but any particular player you're looking forward to in the ODI series? Of course, a lot of talks around whether Yashasvi Jaiswal will get to play or not. But apart from him, any other players you are looking forward to watching in this Afghanistan series?
Yeah, I would say Ishan Kishan, because Ishan Kishan is also making his comeback in the ODI setup, and he's been preferred ahead of a Yashasvi Jaiswal. Obviously, we being a wicketkeeper batsman, it helps. So he's been preferred ahead of a Sanju Samson, ahead of a Yashasvi Jaiswal, ahead of a Ruturaj Gaikwad, the two players who scored century in their last series. He has been preferred over them. So that tells you about the selectors that they are looking at. You remember the 2023 World Cup as well. It was KL Rahul, the duo of KL Rahul and Ishan Kishan. So these two were the wicketkeeper batters there in that World Cup as well. And if things go in their way, maybe next year we could see the same duo getting the chance in the 15-member squad of India for the 15 for the World Cup 2027 World Cup. So I think Ishan Kishan, and if Rohit Sharma gets ruled out, then what they will do? Will they make Ishan Kishan bat at 3 and open with Yashasvi Jaiswal? So I think all depend on what happens with Rohit Sharma. If Rohit Sharma gets ruled out, also if they are considering return of Ruturaj Gaikwad as well. If Rohit gets ruled out, then whether they call a replacement, because they have plenty of top order batters.
There's a
Shubman Gill
possibility,
obviously will.
yes.
Yeah, so there is a possibility of that also happening, but because Ruturaj Gaikwad, the century he scored at number 4th position, and honestly he hasn't done anything wrong. I think we should do a separate episode or show on the curious case of Ruturaj Gaikwad, what is happening with him when he scored a T20I century, then he was dropped in the next series. After a Zimbabwe series, he scored a century against South Africa, then he was dropped in the next series. That tells you something about the competition. But I think this selection committee has been a little unfair to Ruturaj Gaikwad in terms of white ball. Obviously red ball, he still has to work on his weaknesses against the moving ball. But Ruturaj Gaikwad, yes, coming to this series, I think it will be a big series for Ishan Kishan. If he gets opportunity, he has to make most of it, because there are a lot of wicket-keeper batters. We are talking about a Prab Simran Singh as well. He's coming through the ranks, and there are not a lot of top order wicket-keeper batters who are there in the country. You talk about a Ishan Kishan.
Dhruv Jurel is there. Dhruv Jurel can bat it.
But yeah, Dhruv Jurel, this was the first season he batted at 5. Otherwise, if you look at for UP, he's always been a middle order batter. Ishan Kishan has always been at the top. So I think there are not a lot of options in terms of wicket-keeper batters who can bat at the top. So there is a Ishan Kishan, there is a Prab Simran Singh, there is a Abhishek Porel as well, who used to travel with India A, but now because he's not getting consistent opportunities, you see him out of the scheme of things, but he was there with India A. So I think Ishan Kishan is the first name. Also Prasidh Krishna, because Mohammad Siraj is not there for this series. So how Prasidh Krishna performs, because Mohammad Siraj and Jasprit Bumrah, we know these two are likely to be there in the 2027 World Cup. Then Harshit Rana, because Harshit Rana can bat as well. But you need a fourth seamer. Who will be that fourth seamer? So I think this Afghanistan series and the upcoming England series, I think that will define. So I think Prasidh Krishna, he bowled really well. He outbowled Mohammad Siraj in the one-off test. I think it will be a big series for Prasidh Krishna, who's likely to lead the bowling attack in the ODI series.
I'm also expecting a debut for Harsh Dubey in this series. If not in the first ODI, then somewhere in this ODI series. So let's see how this left arm spinner goes about his business. But Shrishti, any player you are eager to watch out from this ODI series before we close this show?
There would be only one player I would be eager to watch. It would be Shubman Gill with the captaincy in hand. I want to see how he is going to perform because in the Australia series he was not that good. The category player he is in the one day international, he did not play at his best. So there would be only one player I would like to watch out. That would be Shubman Gill because he is doing the captaincy. He will captain Team India, hopefully in the ODI World Cup 2027. And I would like to see that how will he balance his batting and captaincy together? How like what calls he will take on ground, things like that. So that's the only thing I want to see. I want to watch that how does Shubman Gill play and what are his decision making.
Okay, superb, superb. So yeah, that's it. We'll keep an eye on Rohit Sharma, as I said. Any update will provide you with that. So stay tuned to Rev Sports for all the coverage. Like the video, and yes, we'll see you very soon once again. Thank you so much.